Hello, lovelies. Happy Monday. It occurred to me this morning as I was about to record and stopped because I didn't have my microphone. I say hello, lovelies every morning. And this started back in university. My female friends, I used to call all my female friends, Bella in text. Because they're all beautiful women in their own right in different ways. And it started off as just a way to refer to people, especially through text, instead of being like, hello, Tanya this. It's just, hey, Bella, what's up? Anyways, that has evolved to lovelies only because of, well, it's more gender neutral. It's more, and it evolved to that just naturally because of the different friends I made along the way and over the years. And it's not, I'm not trying to, it's just because everything, I do feel that everybody is lovely. There's this loveliness that is there if you take a second, right? So anyways, that that explains that part. um for those of you wondering about couch terror, that's a mobility thing. It's just I started doing my own readings here because I couldn't sit at my altar and figured I'd share them. So now that that's done, today's Monday. Um, what do we have in store for Monday? This is a collective reading, so take what resonates. Use your discernment. Don't try to force it. All that stuff. All right, let's see what's in store for today. What do we need to know from Spirit on this Monday? This is the Revelations Tarot deck. All right. So we've got some Eight of Pentacles landing sideways. We got some Seven of Cups energy and some strength. All right. So today's feeling like just a little bit of a message to say that it's going to take, well, first of all, it's very good Monday energy. um, the Eight of Pentacles sideways. The Eight of Pentacles is all about persistence, perseverance, continuing with the work that you're doing, knowing that there's a flow, there's a pattern, there's a professionalism involved. Whereas it reversed is just this like trying to hurry up, get it over with, feeling very resentful of, just all the hard work and whatnot. It being sideways is a Monday mood. But it's a good Monday mood because Mondays would usually, you'd expect to have the reversed version of that. But this morning it's on the fence. And that's, I do believe, because we are starting to use our discernment with our cups in the sense of emotionally, right? The Seven of Cups is about using discernment, because if you don't pick the right cup, right, if you're not paying attention, you're going to end up with just smoke, or end up with something that you really thought was great, but had you given it a minute, you'd realize, no, it wasn't. So it's a cautionary tale kind of idea in this deck, especially of you're reaching out for all kinds of things, but is it real or is it just an illusion, right? So we've got to use discernment moving forward in our emotional awareness this week today. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to require some strength. It's going to require some training and taming of the beast, like you see in this window up here, where um, you know, it's not gender specific at all, but it is a journey of strength of the self. It's not so much having strength in lifting things, although yeah, that takes strength too. It's very much a tame that inner beast today in order to make sure we're picking from the right emotional cup and getting through our day. It's not going to be, it's Monday. It can be as great as you want. I've got a new bumper sticker that says, "Have the day you deserve." Now, if that statement offends you, you must ask yourself, probably take a second at least, to consider, why do you think you deserve a bad day? Or why do you think you deserve a good day? And if you think you deserve a good day, well, lean into that. And that's what the cards are asking us to do today is, what do you deserve? Do you deserve another smoke-filled glass, or do you deserve really working for it, taking some time, continuing the effort, and then reaping the rewards of picking the right cup, right? We're going to go into see if there's anything else that wants to come through to add to our message of perseverance and discernment. 555 on the clock when I say that. Oh. All right, come on out. We've got the King of Wands in reverse. We've got the Empress in reverse. And we've got the Queen of Wands. That is interesting. We've got the Queen and King of Wands in reverse. So the Queen is not reversed. The King is. The divine couple, Wands, King, Queen. But here the energies are contradicting themselves in that the Queen is very much lead with her passionate emotions. It's a Leo energy. She is confident. She is romantic. She's following her passions. She's got the emotional stability to be able to manage her passions without it becoming toxic, right? So she's able to nurture with that and everything else. And this is passions when it comes to your creativity, your romantic life, things that light you up, right? She's able to use those and that energy and create from it. She's not using it in a toxic way or abusing her ability or her position. Whereas the King of Wands, and this comes from an emotional stability place, right? The King of Wands is the suit in action. So whereas he would be pursuing his passionate pursuits in a healthy way that would bring prosperity and security for his world, right? Here he's being very selfish in his pursuits of, it should be about me, it should be about what I like and what I want. And here the dragon has taken over. That I've got a picture of The Hobbit, and well, from the movies, I have not yet read the books. But the dragon hoards all his treasure, right? And as much as there's way too much for one being to use in that hoard, it's a very selfish way of fulfilling their own pleasure at the expense of others. And so here it's like a cautionary emotionally, you're leading well with your emotions, but your actions aren't aligned. And so this is coming from a place of you're not listening to your inner empress. The empress is it follows the, pardon me, the high priestess. The empress is the fertile energy. She's the Queen of Pentacles, exalted almost, right? She's the always a lot of times perceived as being pregnant in her card. And so here it feels like you're completely ignoring like the familial side of it, the longevity side of it, the um your feelings are aligned, but your actions are leaning towards a very greedy, selfish, hoarding kind of way. So it's a matter of, and that's because your Empress energy is in reverse, where she's not there to create for the benefit of all. She's doing it at the expense of all. And so now it becomes a very toxic, dark energy where you're distorting it almost, right? But our Monday morning vibe is to try and be more discerning, to realize that yes, there is work needed, there's something coming through that needs and requires your strength. And I mean, the queen here is coming through with the strength, right? So now it's a matter to act on it, to act and do the things that align with. And that's where we're having a hard time. And that's why we're always picking the wrong cup, because this energy and our Empress energies are in reverse. So we're not leaning into it for the benefit of all. We're doing it for greedy, selfish reasons. And so it's not, as much as we're feeling okay about it, it's not the right cup, right? We've got to reach and take a second, put that one back, get back to the drawing board, right? I think this is where our Eight of Pentacles is in a sideways transition energy where it's, I know I need to go back to the drawing board because it's not quite right, but I really don't want to. Can I just hand it in this way? No, you can't just hand it in that way. It's time to go back and actually work at it properly so that we can get the right energy flowing, so we can pick from the right cup, so our actions are aligned with the feelings that we want to project and the strength that's required to do that. So this has become a little bit longer. I'm going to see if there's a little bit more here, just because this Empress and King of Five of Wands. Ah, yes. Okay. So we're having a hard time because your passions are not aligning. The Five of Wands for me has always been just a jousting match between, here it has very much to do with the self. And so in this case, your passions, you're having conflicting passions come up, or there's something you feel very strongly about that is clashing with the emotions you're trying to follow with. And so it's coming out, and it's well, they're thrashing. So now would be a great day to sit back and try to consider which one of those passions is coming up to say, hey, nah, this doesn't work for me. I believe strongly that that belief might not be serving you anymore. It might be something that has gotten you to this point, right? It is gotten you to the position where you can bring in new ideas, new passions, things that light you up. And so with that, now it's, wait a minute, it's not aligned. It could be, in some cases, following your heart and realizing, you know what, there are things I would have to compromise that I strongly believe in. And now it's a matter of revisiting those beliefs to see, are they, yeah, are they Six of Cups on the bottom? Are they things from your past that you're trying to hold on to? Are they serving you kindly right now? Or are they keeping you from being able to express yourself in ways that are more aligned? So now this is, right, like the King of Wands in the upright position is expressing and acting on his passions in a way that is aligned to his belief system, and therefore he's able to benefit from and prosper from. So here's a matter of what things right now, 333 on the clock when I say this, are your passions that are colliding. Which ones are conflicting, right? Look through and decide whether or not this is something from your past that you have to revisit, that you have to re-edit. Doing a little bit of work, re-editing things, refinishing the pattern will allow for the work to start up in a more consistent way, right? Able then to flip over our Empress energy and to create something that is fruitful, that is abundant, that is going to serve us moving forward. So this is a little bit longer than I expected this morning. I hope this resonates. If it does, let me know. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments. And otherwise, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.